Team Builder. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings, import your Team Builder created teams, and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? And now you'll choose where to start your journey. Here, you'll choose to create. Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school. Failing to meet the university's expectations. Hello, everyone. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. They've got on 2nd and 14. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. They've got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Keene. Trying to get to him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They keep attacking through the air. Another. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. And maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He'll set up to throw. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just... 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. He threw that one with some...
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Now on the option. Now the pitch. Delivers the contact. And he... The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive.
Spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. So Florida Atlantic's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Fancher. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Couldn't quite haul it in.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. Today, 2 teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs for the tackle. Headed to the end zone. And they're in for... This offense starts deep in a hole. Off play action on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense set on 1st down. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he picks it off in their end zone. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Almost got to the sticks on. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Back to throw, it's Simon. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College. Hello, everyone. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps. And you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target. And
he wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misconnection, it's second down. Here comes the option. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll line up for a second down play. On the option. He'll do it himself.
yeah, and it's a nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Wants to throw. It's Zeno. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Throwing right. And that's where they'll mark him. But a touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. After the miss on third down, the punt team is on. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking to throw, it's Zeno. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on... And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On second down, he'll fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking for a deep man. Can't find his man. It'll be... And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer. Hello, everyone. Offense in a split backfield. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense lining up for a first down play. The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
They'll run the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the East Carolina Pirates offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to pass, it's Hauser. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got it up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set it up. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete. And oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
Hello, everyone. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He'll pull it on the read. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes him talk to the hand. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Right back to the well. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans, you know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
That pass not. Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. Sometimes he's in a world of trouble. It's first and 10 from the 13. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. And they get to him and sack the quarterback. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Porter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Morris. And the defense gets to the... A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and goal from way back there. Motion from the offense. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The number 1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number 1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get the sack, rattle.
Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're...
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. And while today is the final, now on second down. They'll run the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. He started this drive in great field position now, needing to convert on 3rd and 2. Goes to the option. Breaks the tackle. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely perfect.
You've got to make...
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Quarterback all over the place. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, just say, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for...
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageant. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the right. It's complete. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Roadrunners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away at the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And now on second down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Calls his own number. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and then chains are moving.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Fights off a defender. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Showing off the arms. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On the option. He'll do it himself. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. One more period to go to see who can. plays and come home with the victory. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stand. They did on that last possession for you.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Okay, break. Let's go. Running back goes in motion. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Roadrunners in the hurry up.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks. Speak.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.